Again, welcome to my YouTube channel, Frost and Fire Cooking. Before we get started today, I actually want to make a toast to my brothers and my sisters, black or white, near or far, doesn't matter who you are. We're all family when it comes to cooking. Salute. All right, let's get into this cooking. Today we're just going to do a basic, simple rotisserie cook. We're doing a chicken on a Komodo grill using the rotisserie. Again, we're just using some olive oil and some simple rub. I like to use smoky and brown sugar, but you can use any rub of your choice. Again, I can't stress this. Please wash and clean your chicken. Again, I do mine with vinegar, salt, cold water, and lime juice. So what we're going to do right now, we're just going to take a little bit of olive oil. We're just going to rub it into the chicken. Again, that's just using it as a binder, so the rub will be able to stick to it, get all up underneath there, get up in that skin, get all up underneath those wings. It's going to be a delicious bird. We're going to flip it over, and I'm just going to rub this back side, and then flip this back over again. Alright, so we're just going to take the simple rub. Again, this is a smoky brown rub that I use. Again, as you can see, I took one of my gloves off because I don't want to cross-contaminate my rub here. Make sure you get all up underneath that skin. Get all up in there. Doesn't matter, this is a good size chicken. It's about a 3-pound chicken. You can put as much rub on it as you want. Pretty thick piece of meat. You can take that season on there. Also season the back. Again, this is a rotisserie, so it's going to be turning around outside on the Komodo grill. You know, just pat it in. You want to get all sides. Again, it's going to be turning. And again, as it's on the grill, I'm going to be hitting it again with some more rub as I spritz it. You can use any kind of spritz that you want. I just happen to use apple juice or sometimes apple vinegar, just to keep it moist, keep the skin from sticking. Alright, so if your chicken ain't kicking and you're looking like this, then there's not no chicken in the kitchen. Alright, all I'm going to do right now is just going to tie up these legs in the back here. I'm not the best at tying up stuff, but I'm going to do my best. All we want to do is really just get these legs together because we don't want it to flop around when we're cooking it on the rotisserie. Just get that leg up in there nice and tight. Again, my tying skills is not the best. That's not my forte. But do the best you can. I'm going to tie that right up like this. We're going to cut those ends in a minute. Then we're going to do the same thing with the wings. Just going to lift this chicken up a little bit. Slide that cooking twine underneath. Wrap this one time. Again, don't judge me on my wrapping skills. Judge me on my cooking skills. Flip it over. Tie those wings up. We're going to cut off the excess string so you don't have to worry about that. Then I'm going to put one more for good measures. Again, just keeping it from flipping and flopping all around. Stow it up in the middle. Twine that. Nice squeeze. Actually, I'm going to slide it down over the legs just a little bit to keep those legs together. There we go. Nice and tight. Flip her over. Alright, what we're going to do right now is just going to skew this bad boy, this little bird. Just gonna stick it up in the middle. Try to find that hole. There we go, up top. Just want to push it right up onto your skew there. And you don't have to tighten it all the way down, not yet, because we might have to make some adjustments when we put it outside on the grill. So we're going to take the other one. It's okay that it pierces the skin in the chicken. The yard bird is what we call it. Tighten that up a little bit. I'm going to cut that little excess string off, and that's fine. And then after I do that, I'm just going to take this glove off. Just going to hit it with a little more season on both sides. And we're ready for the grill. All right, we got the rotisserie set up on the Komodo Joe Classic. What I'm going to do now, what I do is I take my charcoal and I push it to the back of the wall or bank it to the back. That way when it's turning, the grease from the chicken or the duck or whatever that you're cooking, it's not falling onto your coals, which is going to cause it to flame up. You don't want to do that because part of that chicken or whatever you're cooking is just going to be burnt. So make sure that you bank your coals to the back. Let's get it started. All right, we got that rotisserie running around 250, 275. I want to do my cook around 250. So that's actually at a very good temp. Just going to slide this chicken over a little bit more just to get it centered. Perfect. Just tighten it up. Hit it with a little bit more seasoning. So we're going to turn it on and get that yard bird turning. Oh yeah, look at this. Just hit that with a little more season. Man, you could smell it already, just coming off of that cook. Whew. So we're gonna run this about 250, 275. We're gonna come back and check on it in about an hour. We're gonna probably spritz it, hit it with a little bit more season. I think we're looking pretty good right about now with this bird. Be back, see you in an hour. It's been about an hour now, so let's take a peek at this yard bird. Make sure you want to burp it first, get that steam out of it. Open up, oh yeah. It's coming along pretty good. I'm going to spritz it with a little bit of just some apple juice. Keep it nice and moist and juicy. If you can smell that. Man, that smells so good. Look at that, crispy, not right there. Put a little bit on this side. Going to make that skin nice and crispy. All right. Give it one more spritz. Close it up. Come back out here in about another 45 minutes, take another look. I'll probably spray it before then, a couple of maybe every 15 minutes or so, but come back out, take an internal temp, see where we're at, and see you in about 45 minutes. Oh yeah, she's coming along pretty good. It's been on here now about an hour and about an hour and a half. I'm going to take a temp. It's not quite at 165 where I like it. I like to cook it a little bit more. I like my internal temp probably I like 170. I like to make sure that's really well done. But looking pretty good. Come back out here in about another 15 minutes, take a peek at it. I'm going to add a piece of cherry wood up in here just to give it a little bit of smoke feeling up in there, a little bit of smoke. Just going to pop that in there right about there. Give it a little smoky taste to it. All right. We'll pull the chicken off of the rotisserie. It's been on there for about almost 2 hours. You hit that internal temperature of 165, but I like mine at 170. So let's cut into it and take a look at it. Got to get around that bone. There we go. Take a look at that, nice and juicy. Let me take a bite. Perfect. Perfect. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like. More videos to come. Talk to you soon.